Hi, I'd like to welcome you back to the Romocomaka Railroad. What we have here is a fairly lengthy recording of our recent experience at the Greenberg Model Railroad Show in Middletown, New York. We're running on the layout that was developed by Nick S. and the Kingston Large Scale Model Railroad Club operating out of Kingston, New York. We're going to run a completely self-contained U-boat, pushing a video camera in front of us around the loop several times just so you get a rough idea of what's going on. The layout itself is approximately 27 feet wide by 75 feet long and incorporates two mains as well as some siding so we can move stuff around. You will see a variety of other equipment here. Coming up on your left is a USA Trains J3A Hudson, and behind it are 11 heavyweight cars. Nick S. has done some beautiful work on these, installing LED lights, and the train itself is absolutely gorgeous, running on these wide radius curves. We're coming around to the side of the layout that faces the general public. We'll be coming up to a bridge that Nick has scratch built. It's a beautiful steel structure, two-track, and you can see a number of buildings on the right, including Pico, Pola, there'll be some Aristocrat. And here we're going through that beautiful bridge. And as you can see, members of the club are explaining the various things that can go on with V-scale trains. Coming up on the end of our first run, as you can see, there's a young man trying to keep up with the trains. Here you see a beautiful AML 060 pulling three heavyweights in New York Central livery. And here we're going past where we came out of the yards. A little bit of a jog there with the camera. And now we're coming up, as you can see, an E-unit New York Central Lightning on the right. And this train that we're coming up to on the left is basically a storage track so that they can switch cars in and off while they're still on the mains. Take note, at the end of this train is a beautiful caboose. This is the caboose I was mentioning, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Again, here's that J3A. It's waiting to build up its steam and take off. See lumber loads on the side. And we're coming around again. And the one thing that intrigued me about this show was watching the faces of the children and some of the adults just light up when they see this beautiful setup. Our young man is following the trains. I'm glad he had a good time. The horn you hear is the horn in the sound unit on the engine that's pushing this video camera. And again, one of the club members explaining the nuances of V-scale model railroading. Coming up to the second part of this run. And as you can see, the track work has been laid very nicely, considering it's a temporary layout. Runs very smoothly. Nick and the club have done a great job. As you can see here, there's going to be a train show coming up in Kingston on March 25th. You might want to check it out and bring your family to it. As you can see, we now have a steam engine coupled to this freight side on the siding. Coming up on that J3A again with the heavyweights. It's not up to steam yet, but it will be shortly. You can hear the bell, it's getting ready. Coming down again to that beautiful bridge that was built by Nick. Look at that young boy's face.
I've never seen it. He's invited us over. But I live next to Connecticut on Route 22.
Coming around again to where we started. Now, we're going to see something. A3A is steamed up. You can see the headlight on. It's starting to move. A beautiful train. Watch down the length of this, you'll see that J3A coming around the corner, that headlight just staring right at you. Coming up the next bridge again. And there's that J3A moving those heavyweights. What a gorgeous train. She is again. One advantage of us running battery power, you haven't seen it yet, but on the same track we're on, there's another freight train running under track power. It's roughly a half a loop behind us, so you probably won't see it on this run. But if they slow down, we can slow down. If they speed up, we can speed up. There are advantages to battery power, just like there's advantages to track power. And you can combine them as long as you isolate the motors when you're running battery power. On our own layout, we've run battery and track power at the same time, and it makes for an interesting operation. It allows you to run trains as well as perform operations. The next time we run with this club, they probably will have a yard set up, and we'll bring in some of our battery-powered switchers so that we can be doing yard switching while the main trains run. This has actually been a very enjoyable experience because it's so nice to see the faces on young people when they see these. And the adults too. An interesting mix of people here, from the very young to some not quite so young. People you see on the inside to the right of all these pictures, those are the people from the Kingston Large Scale Model Railroad Club. They're running various trains and making sure that we don't have any cornfield meets or any collisions, and that the trains just run smoothly. They do an excellent job. This young man. We did have a chance to let some of the youngsters sound the horn and ring the bell on this, and it was just so much fun to watch their faces light up. Some of the adults too. We're coming to the end of this now. I hope you've enjoyed it.